What is up, ladies? Leon Trotsky here, bringing some more Battlefield 3 content, and this is the second part in this video. This is the gameplay I'm bringing you. Go back and check the first part out, guys. It's shows you the build-up of why we're losing, and this is the second part here, and it's gonna start off with the other team makes the worst mistake you could possibly ever make. You'll see it. Oh, look, vehicle disabled. That's nice. Oh wait, the guy jumps out. Oh wait, the tank's available and I have a repair tool. Oh god, enemy team, don't give me your tank, you stupid guys. So, we steal the enemy tank and go on a tear. Don't ever give up your tank, guys. Don't ever do it. It's the worst thing ever to happen to your team, especially on a map that only has 2 tanks. It's like, come on, don't give up your tank. This is the second part of the video, guys. Like I said, second part of the gameplay. This will take you through to the end. You'll get to see if I win or lose, if I'm able to come back. We're getting quad capped. We got to make a beast comeback. Can I PTFO? Oh my G. Oh my OMG. Oh my god. First part of the video, guys, I really talked about Project PTFO, server updates, stuff like that. If you have any, it's more channel update stuff. So if you're curious about what's going on my channel, anything at all, go back and watch the first video. I just talked about my Project PTFO partner. If you guys have any names, my server on the Xbox 360, Leon Trotsky's Revolution, and just some other stuff. You can go listen to it if you feel like it. Seine Crossing Conquest, though, one of my new favorite close quarters conquest maps. When it's competitive, sometimes just as any map, there's been some people that just don't like Conquest, and there's some games in Conquest that are just boring. It just happens. There's some games that are just uneventful. Teams are not fully balanced. It's just you get them quad capped, triple capped, and they just don't move out of their spawn. And the same thing happens with Rush. Teams are unbalanced, teams can't push up, and you just spawn camp the hell out of them. It's frustrating. This game is different, though, because this game was balanced. There was a lot of good members on both sides. I show the scoreboard a lot. You can see that as opposed to the very end, this game was fun. It was a blast. I had people that I know in here. There's some Novo guys in here from Cold Marines. I think Demand, some PTFO members in here. And we're just having a good time. Real important stuff, guys. I stole their tank. You don't want to give up their tank now. I run reactive armor, infrared smoke, and guided shells on my tank. For a map like this, guided shells isn't the super most effective thing. Probably something like canister shell or LMG or something like that would be a little bit more effective. But I don't like switching my tank vehicle setups that much. It's just how I roll. The biggest thing you're going to see, very important, kind of the way that I roll on Seine Crossing, what my role is just capping flags. I get so many points. I'm over 10,000 points in it. This is a normal ticket game, guys, and I'm over 10,000 points. It's really just capping the flags. And one of the biggest things, I die a decent amount in this game. But you just gotta watch the mini-map, and you see me do it quite often, as I just run from flag to flag. I see that another one of our flags is flashing, meaning they're capping it. Get back on that flag immediately. Here, you just see me going back and forth. Bravo Alpha, Bravo Alpha, Bravo Alpha. I got somebody in the gunner seat watching one angle, and it's really the other big thing is knowing the spawns. You're going to see it multiple times here. You really got to be prepared and aware of where the other enemy team is going to spawn when they are capping objectives. And it's a big thing about, in Conquest in general, you need to know, based on the capping that's going on, where you're at burning the flag. If you have the flag burned or capped completely, or if the other team has the flag capped, who can spawn there, when they can spawn there, what it's going to take to get them to not spawn there. Once you neutralize the flag, they can't spawn there anymore. You have to know these things, and you have to be aware of these things at all times to know when somebody could spawn right behind you or something like that. So it's just one of those things that comes with time over playing Conquest. I want to point out something real quick that this is just one of the reasons I love Seine Crossing is rubble kills. I don't think I get too many in this game. But I'm trying to get one here. There's a spot, you just got to learn the spots, basically. And once you learn spots that people camp in, and people cap flags in, and people, spawn in, you start learning where you can shoot a tank shell, or shoot a 320, or an RPG, and drop rubble on people's faces. It's a blast to kill somebody with rubble, but I kind of wish that Battlefield would have, or DICE would have implemented a Destruction 3.0 type of kill, so it would have looked cooler when I actually robo killed somebody. I assume that they realize when there's like huge falling debris on their face that they just got robo killed, but I like seeing something different in the squad feed than it looked like me just spamming RPGs at people, because in reality it takes a little bit of skill and knowledge to be able to get somebody robo killed. So just one of those things that, it's fun to do, and it's funny when it happens. You got to watch out for it too, because when you start playing against players that are going for you, start playing against really good players, you notice that they start doing stuff like that. And there's certain areas in each flag capping area, as opposed to Charlie. Charlie's the only flag on this map that doesn't really have any really good areas that you can get robo kills. But, all the other flags do. Delta, Alpha. Alpha, not so much. Well, in that little alleyway in Alpha, you can get a lot of robo kills. But in Bravo, you get a lot of robo kills. And here, it's just, map knowledge. Hold them down, Charlie. Here, you guys, the other big thing on this gameplay I want you to watch is the scoreboard. Knowing how the score works in Conquest is very, very advantageous to knowing what you need to get done. The way the Conquest score works is it's based on kills, not necessarily kills, but actually respawning in. Tickets go down for each time you spawn in, as opposed to each time you die. In Rush, it's when you die, and Conquest is when you spawn in. So at the end of a Conquest game, really close, don't spawn in, and you have a chance to maybe win, as opposed to whether or not you're capping flags. That's a whole other story. You have to have the majority of the flags to cause the other team to bleed tickets. That's your ideal situation. So when you're down tickets, like right now we're less than double the tickets. So it's like 50 to 100 or whatever it means. We're down double tickets. We need a triple cap to win, if not a quad cap. I don't know the exact mathematical analysis schemes, as opposed to if you have a quad cap or a trip cap, how many tickets burn per second or deaths, whatever. I don't know. All I know is that when you get them trip cap, those tickets start burning. When you get them quad cap, they go even faster. I believe they go faster, at least. I'm really not sure. So, you see, I did that nice little run in the tank there, and we're spawning back in on foot. They eventually blew up their own tank, and so it's a little bit to worry about, but we're back on the ground here, and we're just going back to capping flags, seeing what's being capped, seeing what's being lost. They're capping Bravo. Let's go to Bravo. And it's really trying to hold the two flags. It's very important, obviously. I realize at this point in the game, we're going to need a 3-cap to win. I know this. But my team doesn't seem to be able to hold another flag, and it's very frustrating. So what I'm trying to do is minimize losses, is really minimize the amount of tickets that we're going to bleed out, and hopefully we're not going to lose more than a 2-cap, and then eventually we can come back and get a 3rd cap and push back. That's the idea of a comeback right here, because holding a 2-cap down double tickets, you're not going to come back. You're just not. You have to get that 3rd flag in, and that's when it gets interesting. I don't know. I like 4-flag maps. 5-flag maps are fun too. Like Wake Island Day 2 is a blast. And it just adds that extra wrinkle, as opposed to those 3-flag maps like Metro, Firestorm. It's like it's either Alpha and Bravo, and you just got to push up or push back. Like it's like there's a little bit less strategy involved, as opposed to these 4-flag maps where you got to hold 2 and 2, and then you push over the 3rd one, and it's going to be an even flag. And I think that's one of the reasons that this map, for example, is, or can be at least, so competitive. The other big thing you're going to notice in this gameplay, I didn't point it out too much, but switching kits a lot, and knowing when to switch kits when you spawn in. Here I switched to support, I believe, because there was a tank up, and I've got the bipod on the RPK, and I assume that I'm capping Charlie, and they're probably going to try and run through there. Here is the turning point in the game. We get the quad cap, guys. We get the quad cap in, and it's time to just hold on for dear life and see if we can hold those tickets down. Support kit I don't use that much, but the bipod, if you can get good spots, like this is a pretty decent spot when I know that they're going to come in through there. I left a little sliver. I should have probably scooted over to the right, and it ends up killing me. That's a whole nother story. But like I said, knowing when to switch kits and what kit to use, having whenever I was about to jump in a tank, I don't know if you noticed, but I had to switch to the engineer kit. I usually run assault on a map like this, close quarters, and M320 to get those rebel kills. But when I try and jump in the tank, I see the tanks that spawn. I'm going to switch to an engineer kit real quick, so I have that repair tool in case I need it. If I notice that their tank's causing us a lot of damage, I'm going to spawn with tank mines or C4 or something like that and try and get it back in the fight. It's just one of those things of being able to switch your kits on the fly, which is a very important aspect of Battlefield. But being able to switch the kits on the fly and really kind of being effective and knowing, like I was lucky I switched to C4 earlier because I knew their tank was going to be back up and I'm going to try and get in here and do work. And I do commit suicide. I hate committing suicide with the C4. I wish the C4 range was a little bit larger than it was. More like the back 72 days. But that's a whole nother story. I get revived and we're back in the fray. Oh, capping these flags here again, once again. A flag is a tough spot. Sometimes they spawn in all the garages, all the little nooks and crannies, and you really got to be prepared. It's tough to cap one of those flags by yourself. It's just what it is. Oh, look. yeah, you probably should not have accepted that. We're still trying to hold that cap off. We had that quad cap for enough that they're actually draining a good amount of tickets, and it's coming back now. But if they get back, to a 2 cap before we're above them, they're going to have the advantage. And as you can see here, we're still coming back on them, but they cap Delta, and I'm pushing in Bravo. This is a frustrating part. Look at this guy. Oh, this is a great spot, right? This is a great spot. Oh, wait, what? Body glitching little bitch. I swear to God. I remember when that happened, and I was having a really good game at this point. I was doing some runs, and I was like, oh, this might be a gameplay. And then this guy is sitting in the goddamn corner. Oh, my God. Half his body disappeared. And that's like one of those spots, if you know the spawns, you can spawn in there. So you see here, like I said, switch to the engineer kit, jump in the tank, and we'll push hard at Bravo, push at any flag, really, that needs to be capped. But the gameplay is kind of winding down here. It's becoming clear that this was a pretty good comeback. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this gameplay. We're just getting that last little push in the tank to, put my foot down on their throat type of thing. Make sure there's no chance that we're going to lose this game. So, let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite Conquest map and what is your favorite Rush map. Conquest right now, I'm torn. I like small and big Conquest maps, so like Sign Crossing I'm having a blast with, but at the same time, like Gulf of Oman and like Karg Island I'm always been a big fan of and always will be. As far as Rush goes, I'm still Strike at Karkan. Strike at Karkan Rush is the best map by far. And look at this tank, like awareness fail and just shoot him in the butt and double kill. Like, dude, what were you doing just pulling out of your spawn right in front of a tank? There's another tank sitting right there, and you're just gonna pull out and I don't know, man. Double killing it up like a boss. I hope you guys have enjoyed this gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this comeback. It's been a long one, but it's been worth it. And that goes with a lot of the games. It's Battlefield. Longer games sometimes are a lot more fun, but it doesn't make it as YouTube friendly. So if you guys don't mind seeing these, split up parts, I know, there's 2 10-minute videos, but a 25-minute game that has every second worthwhile, in my opinion. You can watch these videos, you can learn a lot from every little thing, and that's one of the reasons that I started making videos, and that's one of the reasons that I started watching videos, is to just become a better player, share my tactics and strategies, share my gameplay so you see what other good players are doing. Not that I'm the best player, not that I'm a great player, but I consider myself a pretty decent player, and enough so that by watching my gameplay you can learn a few things, I suppose. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you learned some stuff. Let me know anything you may have learned in the comments below. Let me know about your favorite maps, Conquest or Rush. And we'll be seeing you soon, guys. I hope you guys checked out all the updates because there's a lot of stuff going on soon. I will probably be on this weekend playing a lot more PTFOing like a boss. You know how we do. We'll try and get some community night together this weekend. Maybe Friday. Maybe a PTFO Friday this week. Get a few new faces in there. Let me know any server rotation stuff you guys want to see on the server. Anything particular, any map that isn't on there that you want to see. Let me know in the comments below, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this amazing comeback. Great score, MVP, over 10,000 points, lots of kills, a few deaths. You know how we do, ladies. Till next time. Oh, keep your pants on. I'll see you soon, ladies. And like always, stay sexy. You know how we do. See you on the battlefield, guys.